So talking a little bit about how people can actually make like real money on YouTube with how many views it takes to make how much money.
Yeah, so we're going to really break it down and talk about like one view. Does one view translate into money?
Into anything.
And it does, so we'll show you what that is. But then we'll get up to the 1 million views. We'll even show you what you can make if you had 1 billion views on your channel. And you'll be surprised with, we'll show you a couple channels. You'll be surprised how much one person can make a month on YouTube just following the strategy we teach on this channel.
It's mind-blowing. All right, so this is going to be fun because I think a lot of people want to know how much money you could actually make based on the amount of views on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So people have asked these questions throughout time. They probably even Google them in. How much is 1 million views on YouTube, right? Okay, so you're going to show us.
Yeah.
How are you doing this?
So I'm going to jump back and forth between 2 different channels. Okay. One that's making a really higher than average amount on AdSense, ad revenue, and one that's making lower than average so that you'll be able to kind of know you're going to fit somewhere in between.
So we can gauge how much I could make each month. Could I live off of being a YouTuber? Yes, if your content doesn't suck. I mean, that's got to be part of it, right? I mean, who wants to spend, how many, are you going to get 1 million views of you teaching people how to tie your shoe?
Yeah, so a lot of my clients, a lot of the people that follow this channel, they do have businesses, and so they do have alternate ways of making money, like they use YouTube to generate leads for their business. But for the sake of this episode, we're actually just focusing just on the ad revenue.
Right, yeah.
Right, and if you get 1 million views on your cute cat video, is it going to translate into to revenue and whatnot? We'll show you how that looks.
All right, so how much money can be made per view?
Yes, if you get 1 view
on YouTube.
What does that turn into? Okay, let's come here.
That can't be.
Yeah, so we're looking at Noelle Randall's account. She shares this stats, and I have permission to share these things. I lowered it down to 7 days. So let's take the dollar amount, $11,255.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, you're just coming right out of the gate with guns blazing. $11,000 in how much time? A week?
In 7 days.
All right, so how much, if you just get 1 view, does that pay out at all?
It actually does. Let me show you Noelle Randall. This is a video that she launched earlier this month. And let me grab a calculator as well, because we'll need to calculate this.
Okay. Oh, I can see a little bit. Oh, she's made some money already. But you're gonna get 1. How much 1 is worth?
Yeah. So here's 7,000 views.
Right.
Equals that amount. So if we take that dollar amount, $336.53, divided by 7,200 equals. Is that right? Is that 4?
Oh, so about a nickel.
Yeah, about 5 cents per view. Is that right?
Yeah.
Am I doing the math right?
I believe so. I didn't. We're not mathematicians. We're YouTube personalities.
So that's actually pretty high. To think that you could make 5 cents per view, that's pretty cool.
Now, well, times that by 7,200.
Okay.
And I think that's exactly what we'll see.
Yep.
336.
All right, so now I want to show you another example. We're going to switch over, because this is on the high end. Noelle is the high example.
Okay, so while he's looking, remember, 1 nickel for 1 view of, there's little kids who will say, I put up a video and I got 4 views. It's like, dude, that's 20 cents.
20 cents.
Grandma goes into her little, Grandma Marriott, into her little change purse, pulls out. If it's Grandma Marriott, she better pull out something bigger than a nickel. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so let's grab this video, about the same amount of time, but let me change his to the last 7 days. So, okay, so he's had, well, let's do a little bit.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, he doesn't have as much views on this video.
I see, okay.
But let's do the same math. So we'll take $29.38 divided by 2,800.
That's...
Okay, so that's about 1 penny.
Yeah.
So somewhere in the range of 1 penny to 5 pennies is what you could probably expect. I would say Paul's on the lower end, and Noelle's on the higher end.
Now, why are their rates different? Is it based on their overall viewership or something? Or
well, Paul talks a lot about positivity, parenting, and relationships, where Noelle talks about real estate investing, Airbnb money, like how to make money.
Yeah.
Like credit and business topics. And so this is just my opinion, more advertisers are wanting to put their ads in front of make money type topics than they are parenting and relationship
Now, let me
topics.
ask you this, if you can share this. I don't want to embarrass anyone, but I mean, he talks about family and relationships. She talks about how to get rich quick, putting it in quotations. I'm sure it's not a quick thing. But I mean, who has more overall subscribers and viewers? That's just a question from my own.
So Paul has had his channel for about 3.5 years, and he is about 230,000 subscribers. Noelle just has shot past him. Hers is on fire, growing exponentially.
And
she's over
and
like
how long has
300.
she been on?
We've been using this strategy for about 15 months.
So less than half the time of how long, and yeah. I mean, I just think from a content perspective, making money versus
space.
getting along with your kids.
Yeah.
Well, that's a sad commentary, isn't it? No. But okay, so let's figure out how much money 1,000 views is on YouTube.
Okay. Well, we can really just take this. Let's just take this and times it by 1,000. So $10.
1050. The 1049 rounding down.
1049. So, and if
That's not great, is it? I mean,
1,000 views, you got that's a decent amount of views, right? But yeah, to only get $10. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. There's
and Noelle's might be, 50 or 60.
Yeah, because of
Yeah.
her content. All right. So the question here now is, how much do you get paid from AdSense, ad revenue on YouTube for 1 million views of one of your videos?
Well, that's a perfect number to look at here, because if you look at the last 28 days on Noelle's channel, we're at 1.2. So,
okay.
Just above 1 million views. We could do the math to lower that.
Now, is that
down.
1.2 million views of her channel or of
Channel.
a video?
It's all of her videos collectively on her channel.
Okay.
And that's a good thing to know, because when you launch a video on YouTube, the term we use is evergreen. It lasts for years and years to come. So you don't have to launch a video today and have that one get 1 million views, but all the videos on your channel will be getting views and bringing you ad revenue.
I see. Okay, so this amount that we're looking at here, that is somewhat breathtaking in terms of revenue, is based on her entire body of work.
Yeah. What we've been working on for the last 15 months, yes.
Okay, so my question is, when it says your estimated revenue, $54,000, is that an ongoing revenue? Like, oh, this is what you've made over the past 15 months, or is this what we're going to cut a check to you for the week of April such
So this
blah,
is,
blah, blah.
She gets paid every 30 days.
Okay.
So the amount that she got paid in February was almost 52,000.
Okay, so that's February.
And she was paid that on March 21st by YouTube. And then the amount for March was, wait for it, 61,500, and that will be paid to her on April 21st.
Okay, so this is a person who is sitting at her house, well, at your house, making videos. And she's making these videos primarily to fuel the business that she has, which in her case is
Airbnb real estate.
Airbnb. So that's her primary focus. And she markets that business with 20 videos a month made by you and your wonderful people. And she sits back and says, oh, and by the way, YouTube just sent me a check for $62,000 of money that I'm not even trying to make.
Right, it's just a bonus.
Son of a motherless goat. I just want to do that. I don't even want to sell anything, right? I mean, I just want to cash her checks.
Well,
I'm just saying, can I do that?
There are a lot of people that feel that same way, and so they become YouTubers, but they don't have any
But the actual meat and potatoes of their content is...
Yeah. I want to say that this really is just the icing on the cake, because behind the scenes, she's generating many thousands of business leads every single month. what she has shared is that she's getting 100 strategy sessions scheduled per day. And she even told me that a couple months ago, so it's probably more than that. So
then she's okay with us saying that? Wow. The transparency in this day and age is so great. I love it. How much would Noelle make, for example, if she had 1 billion views in 1 month? Now we're basing it now on this monthly view.
Yeah, so I'm going to take that dollar amount. I have to go in reverse. So divide that by 1,500,000. Or wait, that's 15. No,
but you can keep going. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
So that comes out to 4 cents per view. And now if we times that by 1 billion views.
1 billion.
So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
million.
7, 8, 9.
Billion.
Okay, that would be
$41,008,000.
So for every billion views you get, that's $41 million.
Now, I know this is a little off topic, but not so much since we're talking about views. Do you know of anyone, has there ever been anyone in the history of YouTube viewership that's had 1 billion views in a month?
The first thought came to me is Mr. Beast. Now, he's not doing that per month, but he's doing millions and billions of views. Yes, he is. We'll make another episode about Mr. Beast.
I'm sure
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in learning how to make money like this on YouTube, there's a formula. And the first thing that I want you to know is how long a video should be. I made another episode, so I'll link to that one next. It's called How to Increase Watch Time on YouTube. Watch time is really important, so go watch that one now.
For a long time.